Formed in 1986, the Casper Area Convention and Visitors Bureau works to help tourists discover the wonders of the second largest city in Wyoming, a city that offers a splendid mix of diverse terrain to view, wildlife to see, and attractions to enjoy. Whatever your interests, Casper, Wyoming has an adventure waiting for you.
You have a unique place that appeals to many different types of tourists. People who are interested in history are going to find everything they want here. People who are interested in outdoor recreation are going to find some world-class outdoor recreation here in fishing and rock climbing, outdoor things, camping. There's also a feeling of culture in Casper. That comes through from, I think it was influenced heavily by the oil history. When the oil companies came into the area, they brought with them a sense of architecture, a sense of art. You know, that's why you'll find a symphony orchestra here in a place that's hundreds of miles from any large metropolitan area. What we hope people take away from Casper after visiting is what we call a full body experience. We want them to learn about the pioneer and the oil and the cowboy history that's here and how that plays in to today and how we still interact with it. At the same time, we want them to exercise their muscles, get out, have fun, enjoy some of the world-class recreational activities that we have to offer here. And three, we want them to experience the sense of place. We want them to realize that they're in a place that's unique in its landscape, it's unique in its people, and it has a huge amount of wildlife to view. A lot of times the wildlife is right outside in your parking lot.
Settled on the banks of the North Platte River in the late 1800s, Casper, Wyoming has always served as a meeting place, brimming with rustic beauty and character. Nestled in the middle of America, Casper, Wyoming and its surrounding areas offer an exciting and educational wonder to behold.
It's fun to think about the history here, and every person that traveled those pioneer trails and settled everywhere west of here had to come through here, and they were looking at the same landmarks and scenery that we're looking at today.
You can't speak of Casper without first discussing its majestic and functional beauty. Flanked on its south side by a breathtaking 8,500-foot mountain, Casper is a prime destination for a lover of the outdoors, offering rock climbing, kayaking, camping, skiing, snowmobiling, and world-class fly fishing.
The North Platte River that runs through Casper has been designated a blue ribbon trout stream and was voted the #1 big trout fishery in the world by American Angler magazine.
This is the National Historic Trails Interpretive Center. This state-of-the-art museum allows visitors to experience what pioneer life was like for the early immigrants who braved and blazed these trails.
Between 1840 and 1870, almost 500,000 people walked through Casper along the North Platte River Valley. These immigrants had to cross the North Platte River here in Casper on their way to their final destination. At the National Historic Trails Interpretive Center, we tell their stories. The stories they represent are of the largest unforced overland migration in the history of the world. We tell those stories in a unique and interactive way in the hopes that you can make your connection here so that you can make your own story.
In the late 1800s, oil was discovered near Casper. This brought a boom in population as businessmen from across the country migrated to Wyoming. And for a while, business was brisk. In fact, the Salt Creek oil field was once the largest producing oil field in the world.
It became a bustling economy. People coming here to make their fortunes, to make a livelihood, and to establish what is now what we have today as the community of Casper. The discovery of oil and other natural resources such as natural gas and coal have added to our bustling economy and Casper's place in the history of the United States.
A cultural attitude has always been a part of Casper's heartbeat. Its downtown architecture reflects the attention to detail early oilmen insisted upon. Today, 22 buildings in Casper are on the National Register of Historic Places. If you have a thirst for the arts, Casper features a symphony orchestra, numerous theater groups, art museums, galleries, and festivals.
I hear that constantly from every angle. We had no idea that you had this trail center. We had no idea that you had a reconstructed cavalry fort. We had no idea that you had a professional baseball team and a professional football team. We had no idea that your downtown was so alive and that there was such a great music scene. We need to continue getting the word out so that people do have an idea of what's here and how unique it is.
Whether you're drawn to its many outdoor adventures or the thriving, vibrant cultural nightlife, this friendly atmosphere is home to many unique events and attractions. An eclectic mix of pioneer, cowboy, and oil history has made Casper a truly unique and interesting destination. Isn't it time you discovered what Casper, Wyoming can offer you?
People seem to enjoy the great outdoors because of its open space, its wildness. The allure is about connection, that people can make a connection to that landscape. Our visitor feedback has been, wow, amazing, what a story. I never knew this existed. My ancestors came through here. I think I love this place. Those are the answers. Those are the reactions we get at the National Historic Trails Interpretive Center. People reconnecting with their past, Casper's past, and the history of the United States. What a wonderful connection. And these connections now make news stories.
We'll be working with the other civic organizations here to help and encourage, do what we can so that we can continue building attractions and places for people to come, such as on the works right now is potentially a civic auditorium. Also, we would look at and support very heavily on putting in some resort properties in the areas in and surrounding Casper. Casper, Wyoming is a legitimate travel destination, and all they need to do is give it a little bit of research and come out here and see for themselves, because I think what's going to happen is they're going to keep coming back, because it truly is a place where there's enough things to do that's going to satisfy any type of a visitor or tourist and their interests.